Hey guys, Sally here. Hope you're having an amazing and fascinating day. I know I am. Kit's right behind me, but he's like really laying down. Just got a glimpse of him there. We are giving you part two of my day in Joliet, Illinois, when I was on my way to visit friends in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So, part one, we visited the Joliet Iron Works. I'll put a link to that video up here wherever it goes. I never get my hands in the right place for that, but I'll put a link there. We're picking this up as we're leaving the parking lot from there because we get to be on Route 66 very briefly. And then we're going to make our way over to our next destination, which is the Old Joliet Prison. And that's got some pretty interesting history behind it. This one won't be nearly as long as the Joliet Iron Works was, I don't think. Um, but as always, thank you so much for being here. I really enjoyed that you take your time to watch my videos. It really, I don't know, it makes me feel really good. And I love all the comments that we're getting. Everybody, we've had a bunch of new subscribers lately. So thank you to all my new viewers. Thank you to my new channel members. And, if you haven't already, why not consider subscribing? As always, thumbs up really helps. Leave a comment down below. We're going to roll the intro and get on the road. I think we're going to end up on US 66 here. That'll be cool, huh? And I love the fact that even though the Joliet Iron Works is out of business, this is still an operating industrial area. And look at this with a brick paved road. Pretty cool. Okay, well, I guess we don't get to be on Route 66 very far. We're not going to cross the river here. Oh, no bridge height there. Interesting. Bridge is pretty though, and look at that pretty church steeple off in the distance.
Turn left on Illinois 53 South, North Chicago Street.
Cross traffic does not stop, so I guess I will. Our next stop is only about 3 miles away. And I think I'm probably going to let the camera just run so we can see more of Joliet. Wow, this is a big batch of cars. Probably should have gone in front of that one when I had the opportunity. Now I can go. Finally. Finally, finally.
1,000 feet, turn left onto Ohio Street.
So I think we're going to get to see some other parts of Joliet than we saw on the way in.
Turn left onto Ohio Street.
Look at that pretty church steeple. Okay, this is two-way traffic. I had to look because there's also a lane over there, but it says no left turn.
Turn left onto State Street.
I thought that said El Popo Caterpillar. I have no idea what that means though. Maybe it means caterpillar. And we're running a red light. Although it wasn't actually red when we went through it. Okay, so we crossed the railroad tracks.
Turn left onto State Street.
Lots of railroad tracks.
And quarter mile, turn left onto Illinois 171 North, Collins Street.
of the things that was kind of cool about the ironworks was the way in which neighborhoods formed based on the ethnicity of the people that were working there. There's some big industrial building over here to the left with, you know, like all its windows broken out and stuff. But it looks like it's all metal. It's kind of weird. No idea what that is. Oh, we might be getting a better view of it after we turn up here though. So let me know what you think about driving through these towns and stuff. I always enjoy it, you know. Sometimes you see stuff that's really beautiful. Sometimes you see stuff that's kind of, you know, depressing. But I think, oh, there's the San Diego Mall. We're nowhere near San Diego, guys. I think it's important to experience different cultures, different socioeconomic strata, and, you know, just to be open to how other people live and work and survive and do their thing. I think that's pretty important. That's a cool looking building on the left. Of course, we're past it now, so. The other side of the street is very nicely repaved. Oh, now they tell us there's a bump. Imagine that. That one was a little bigger than some of the others. I wonder what Azteca de Oro on the left is. Ashley's U Pick Apart. Okay, this one says it's a bump, so I guess it means it. Look at this on the left. I think this is my destination and Google's lying to me. It is. I don't understand why Google's lying to me unless there's a different place to go where you can get in. But I don't think so. I think this is it. Yeah, and I think that says open. Alright, well, we're gonna go see what we can see. So where are we now? The Old Joliet Prison. Look at that. Just look at it. Apparently it had some of the most deplorable housing conditions. And it's pretty large. It goes way down the block there. And then across the street here, it looks like that sign on that building says Haunted Prison. So, I don't know. We're gonna go see what's up. I saw a sign down here that says open. So perhaps there's a tour of some kind. Let's go take a look. See what we can see. I mean, just looking at it, can you imagine being housed in there? Wow. I wonder if this is supposed to simulate prison bars around their picnic table. I don't know. Yeah, sign says open. Probably costs money. Let's go find out how much and what we get for our money. In operation from 1858 to 2002. And this penitentiary is synonymous with the city of Joliet, incorporated only 6 years prior to the prison in 1852. Through the years, it's been known as Joliet Correctional Center, Collins Street Prison, the Joliet State Penitentiary, and is now simply known as the Old Joliet Prison. The long-standing presence of the prison has solidified Joliet's reputation as America's prison city. The Old Joliet Prison was born out of a desire for reform. Despite its long history as an institution of incarceration, Joliet was not the first state penitentiary in Illinois. For nearly 15 years following Illinois' statehood, criminal justice was dispensed at the local level until a state penitentiary was erected in the southern city of Alton in 1833 atop a bluff overlooking the Mississippi River. The Alton Penitentiary was a privately run prison with virtually no state oversight, its operations leased out to a private individual. In her quest to reform so-called charitable institutions such as prisons and asylums throughout America, Dorothea Dix we're in the midst of a construction zone. Dorothea Dix inspected the Alton prison in 1847 and was appalled by the conditions there. Despite many physical abuses, she was particularly outraged that the prisoners were not even afforded the dignity to be seated while eating their meals. Following Dix's report to the state legislature, plans began for the state to construct a new penitentiary in Joliet. During this period, prison oversight improved somewhat by the establishment of a semi-autonomous group of 3 commissioners appointed by the governor, who reported to the Illinois General Assembly. Construction of the Old Joliet Prison began with what is now the North Seg building, also called the Tombs, by corrections officers. Completed in the fall of 1957. On May 22, 1958, 53 prisoners, 50 men and 3 women, departed Alton for Joliet by train and arrived to begin the work of constructing the prison around themselves using stone quarried just yards away. The administration building and cell houses, described as resembling a castle on the Rhine by Nathan Leopold, were completed by 1865. The design of the prison was intentionally foreboding. It was a powerful structure designed to frighten and intimidate those inside and outside the walls, representing a physical manifestation of the power of the state. The distinctive castellated Gothic architecture was the work of W.W. Boyington and Otis Wheelock. Sometimes mistaken for its sister facility, much larger and still active Stateville Penitentiary, famous for its distinctive panopticon cell houses. I don't know that I know what that means, but here's a picture of it. I'm going to look up the word. The old prison remained open and populated by maximum security inmates until early 2002. Building located to the east of Collins Street was the first women's penitentiary, opened in 1896. Prior to this, women inmates were housed in the upper floors of the administration building. Prison property also contains nearly 130 acres of green space formerly occupied by the quarries. The conveyor building which transported and crushed the stone removed from the quarry remains standing. Joliet is also home to an additional correctional facility which services juvenile offenders located in the southern portion of the city. Tour, check-in, and gift shop. I have a feeling this would be a pretty cool tour to take, but I also think I don't really have enough time to do it. So there's your view of the front entryway. Let's go see what they have to say. Adlai E. Stevenson, Governor Donald J. Walsh, Director C.L. Farber, Superintendent of Prisoners Joseph E. Rayson, Warden, 1949, Illinois State Penitentiary. All right, let's go take a look. Hi. Is it okay if I film?
Yeah.
Cool. How much is the tour and how long does it take?
$20 a person for a self-guided tour. It usually takes about an hour to an hour and a half, but it depends on the person.
Yeah, I don't really have that much time today, unfortunately. I didn't.
There's definitely a lot to see, a lot of history to the place.
Yeah, which would be very, very cool.
Yeah.
But my goal today is to avoid Chicago traffic.
Ah, yeah. It's
And,
always
and that's a
tough.
pretty big goal.
Yes.
So this is very cool, guys. So what was this originally?
So this
room?
building was like, if you were doing visitation and stuff, you come in here, get checked in, brought up the back, because behind this building is the administration building, where
Uh-huh.
the warden lived, a lot of administrative offices in there, so they'd be taken through that building to get out to the actual prison itself.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, so children 3 to 12, $10. Nothing cheaper for seniors, huh?
No, we have, at our historical museum, Manchester Place, we have senior discounts, but yeah, not for the.
Go figure. You know, because us seniors don't really have all that much money. Oh, we got Route 66 soda here, guys. Is it soda or is it pop for you?
I say pop, but that's just a Midwest thing, I
I,
guess.
I was going to say, I'm officially in the Midwest now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it must be pop.
Yeah.
All right, so this is not going to be happening today, but I'll tell you what. If you guys are in the area, plan on, you said about an hour and a half for the self-guided tour, plan on spending an hour and a half here. From everything that I've seen on the outside and just in this room, I think it's totally worth it. This is the way, by the way, the prison where the Blues Brothers the Blues Brothers was filmed here, releasing them from prison. That was a really bad sentence, you know what I mean. All right, we're gonna get back on the road.